Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, Ravens versus Dolphins predictions. Let's get this party started. So, I'm going to break down who I think is going to score. I'm going to break down who throws some interceptions. I'm going to break down the final score. And if y'all have not noticed, I've been super close on my predictions. Usually my scores are off, or if I don't even know the scores, but the production of the players are usually like one or two off. Like crazy. So I'm hoping to continue that and get it even better than it was before. So, first things first. Let's talk about Miami, right? We're going to leave the Ravens for last. We already know that Waddle is not playing in this game, okay? That means the 1-2 punch that is Tyreek Hill and Waddle is down to a 1 punch. And to be real, Tyreek is banged up coming into this week, right? Now, look, Tyreek Hill, if you're talking about skill players, is the most dangerous weapon in the league. Now, we know that Lamar is simply because he's the quarterback and because of what he can do makes him the hardest player to prepare for in the entire NFL. You can't even argue it, right? But if we're talking strictly outside of the quarterback position, there is nobody that is close to Tyreek Hill. Nobody. And that brother can take a 2-yard route, 3-yard route, and turn it into 80 yards. Real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Outrun your entire defense, and we've seen him do it. The man has had 200 yards in a half. Pretty much almost in a quarter. So, we know what he could do. And he burned us last year, right? He absolutely murderized us last year. He went out with an injury, came back in and went absolute ultra instinct on us, right? And scored twice in about, 70-something seconds. So we already know what it is to face Tyreek Hill. We know what we can do and what we can't do. We need to bracket that man. Bracket him. There is no reason. Listen, Tyreek's going to get some great plays because he's just a playmaker extraordinaire. He's going to get his 75 to 110 yards on any and everybody. But keep him in that range. There's no reason why this man should single-handedly beat us. Where he's going for 200, 250, 300, 350. You know what I'm saying? And then we're stuck looking around like, bro, I thought we did this last year. You know what I'm saying? And Tyreek's burnt us while he was on Kansas City. So I got Tyreek tomorrow going for 90 yards and a touchdown. Okay? That's what I got him going for tomorrow. Okay? Now, who we actually, another people that we have to worry about, Raheem Mostert and Arcane. Well, to tell you the truth, Arcane has not been the same since he's come back from injury. So I'm not overtly worried about him, but I don't need him to get right against us. You get where I'm coming from? Like, that's the last thing we want to see happen. You know, but Raheem Mostert is leading the league in touchdowns right now. That man got like 20-something touchdowns. Ridiculous. He got like 19 rushing touchdowns. So he's going to do what he's going to do. And, you know, I think he gets one touchdown also, but I don't think he does any crazy yardage. And when it comes down to Tua, I think Tua throws an interception tomorrow also. I think he throws an interception. And and here's the thing, this is a caveat pick. If we get to him and sack him 2 or more times, he's going to fumble the ball also. Count it. He's going to fumble that ball also. So that's my picks on the Miami side. Now, on the Baltimore Ravens side, here's where it gets interesting. Lamar Jackson, I have him at the least throwing for 3 touchdown passes. I have him rushing for 1 touchdown and getting in the end zone. And here's the thing. They're going against Miami. They already have gotten beat back-to-back years by Miami after the show that Lamar had put on in his second year in his career, right? So that's what we're bouncing back from. But Lamar and other players like to put on a show for the team where they're from. And there's 3 guys that we know play on this offense that are going to come to make a statement against that team. That is Lamar Jackson, that is Likely, and that is Mr. Zonic himself, Zay Flowers. And I think all 3 of them score, okay? So I already told you, I think Lamar gets 3 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. I think Zay goes for at least 60 yards receiving, and he gets a touchdown also. And I think that Likely goes for 70-plus yards, and he gets a touchdown, a receiving touchdown also. That's it. That's where we're going. I don't think Gus finds the end zone this game. I think that, here's the thing, though. This is where it's kind of weird because I said Lamar throws 3 touchdowns. So I don't know who the third is going to go to. You know how Lamar is. He'll go off script, and then it could be anybody's game. It could be Bateman, OBJ, or what's his name? Aguilar. So that's why I don't know. Or he could double down on one of the other 2. So, like I said, I got 2 of those out of the 3 going to Zonic, Zay Flowers, and I got it going to Likely. You understand? You can understand where I'm coming from? But there's still one that's up for the air, so I don't know who that's going to be, but I just have a feeling that the Miami boys are going to go hammer in this game. Saying that also, with them going off the way that they're going to go off, I think there's only 2 drives that they run, that they get close and they don't punch it in. And both of those will end in Tucker field goals. You understand where I'm coming from? And like I said, if Lamar gets 3 passing touchdowns and 1, that means it's 28 points. 2 field goals, that puts us at 34 points. Yes, I'm calling tomorrow's finish score 34-17. I think Miami scores twice and they kick a field goal, making it 17. I think the 17 when they kick the field goal comes from our pass rush, getting to Tua, knocking him back, making it like a 4th and 11, 4th and 12. They kick a 40-something yard field goal to get the 3, and then it turns it into 17. Or it could be from 10 and they score again. But that's what I have it being. 34-17 Ravens, with Lamar Jackson putting his stamp on the MVP game. Here's another kicker, and I know this has nothing to do with the games. I think the Bills lose versus the Patriots tomorrow. Yeah. It's a hunch. And I also think San Fran loses against Washington tomorrow also. I think those 2 games are going to cause a lot of mishaps and the two teams and how they want. Because if they lose, I know people are going to say, Nitro, you're crazy. I just have a feeling Washington is going to beat San Fran, and then it's going to open up the door for Philly to regain the lead in the NFC. All right? And I also have a feeling that the Bills lose their final 2 games. I think Miami loses against us, but beats the Bills, knocking them out of playoff contention and sending them home permanently. And here's the thing. Bills usually have Miami's number. I think this is the game, the final game of the season, where Miami says, "No, we're going to make you scream no mas." And they score a lot. Bills can't keep up. Bills succumb, and it's a closed story. But that's my predictions for tomorrow. And I added on 2 extra ones at the end. I think the 49ers lose to Washington. I think Miami loses to Baltimore. And I think the Bills lose to the Patriots. And my score for the Baltimore Ravens and Miami game is 34-17. But what do you guys think? Do you think I'm close? Do you think I'm in the ballpark? Or do you disagree? Let me know your score predictions down in the comment section, please. Because like I said, this is Miami. Though the Miami boys are always going to look to do well against their team, because that's where they're from. So I think those 3 score. But like I said, let me know what you think down in the comment section, all right? But as always, that's an episode of the Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know I love the comments. And if you have not done so already, check out the Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try, and let me know what you think. And if you would like to donate to the channel, help out and stuff like that with equipment and other things of that sort, bottom of the screen on this side is a QR code. The QR code's to a Cash App. The Cash App's also located in the description of every video that we do, and the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nitro, signing off, and as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yeah.